Stalactites grow down, stalagmites grow up. Anthracite's a form of coal. So what is malachite? What is malachite? Well, this beautiful green stuff. Actually, rather a greeny blue, which gives you the clue that it's a compound which has inside it copper. It's a naturally occurring mineral. And so is this malachite, although it looks rather different. It's a beautiful, rich green colour, and in fact, if I pick it up and flick it, you'll hear it rings like metal. It's very dense, and it takes a high polish, and that means it can be made into jewellery. In fact, these two little things that are going to be cufflinks were cut from that enormous block. So that's gem quality malachite. But it doesn't always look as nice as that. It might look like this, very rough and chunky. In fact, the only thing that gives it away is its colour. But it is important for copper prospectors. When they find that, they know there's copper in the region, and they can sink a copper mine. And many copper mines were sunk in the Flinders Ranges, often in extremely lonely areas. They were very far away from habitation, so that when the miners went in, they didn't want to take heavy materials. They had it made there by the blacksmith. Things like cart axles, and hooks, mining buckets, and spade blades. The blacksmiths worked in very primitive smithies. Often no more than a few tree trunks as supports and a bit of rough thatching of whatever brush they could find. The forge was piled up with logs, which had often been turned into charcoal, and they were heated to red heat by an enormous pair of bellows. Pumping these bellows was the job of the apprentice, who was often the blacksmith's son. He had to stand there every day in century heat, pumping those things up and down, which was very hard work, right by a blazing forge. It must have been extremely hot. Smaller pieces of work were heated in a hand forge. The coals were piled into the basin, and the handle on that device on the left was turned. That generated wind, and it was blown up through the coals in the middle. The red-hot metal was then beaten out on an anvil. This one's made of a bit of old train rail. Very few copper mines in the Flinders Ranges survived. Very few of them paid off. And as the miners left, so did the blacksmiths.